Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about a flat tax system. I'm, for one, in favor of a flat tax system. I think Trump is trying to pass, if I remember correctly, a tariff for companies that aren't hiring American workers. And I think there's a better way of doing that using like a flat rate tax system. In fact, I'm in favor of or I would say I was in favor of a non-monetary based system that uses time instead of currency for work. But seeing what's happening in today's society, I would probably reverse course on that. But instead of penalizing with tariffs on U.S. companies that are using foreign workers, I think we should go with a flat rate tax system. I don't know what the rates would be, but I think there should be two types of flat rates, and that would be one set of rates for business and one set of rates for employees. And I believe the employees' rate should be higher than business. I'm a pro-business person. And if you know anything about business, you're taking on a huge risk for running a business, hiring employees. And if you don't agree with me, then maybe you should become your own self-employed like contractor. Because that's like kind of like the first, or you can say middle step towards becoming a full-blown business. You'll see how much more things cost. I mean, just for regular things. I mean, your cell phone costs double then, even if it's the same plan as like your regular home plan. Like if you had your own cell phone plan, just say it was $50 a month, it'll be over $100 because you're a business for the same exact thing. You pay more taxes. You have more expenses, of course, and there's just a much higher risk. Too many people think that just because you start a business is guaranteed for success, and it's not. And it's a very low percentage rate for success. And a lot of people who take on businesses actually come out worse on the other end and lose a lot more money. So I'm in favor of encouraging people to form businesses that will help the employees. So I think there should be a flat rate, a two-tier flat rate tax system in each one. So what am I saying two-tier? So on the business side, this is kind of like what Trump was going at. If you hire just the American-based employees, you would have a lower rate than if you're an American company here that hires foreign employees, because there are companies that are like that, and they're hiring people with visas and they're laying off American employees so they can get 50%, 75% less salary for these low-wage earners because they're not here full-time. They're going back home when they're not working here. So why do they have to get paid the same amount as they would have to, if they were living in another country and coming here? So that's really hurting the U.S. labor market. So I do believe there should be a two-tier system. What's the percentages? I don't know. The other thing we would have to do, I think, for this to work is to get rid of the write-offs. And I know a lot of people are going to complain about this. But as it stands now with the latest business tax cut, the large corporations are making buco money. And I already made a video like this and explained like Jeff Bezos' rate, his tax rate is a negative 3%. Not only him, Warren Buffett, I can tell you Bill Gates is probably -%. All these large corporations have not been paying taxes. At least he has confirmed it for the past 2 years since the tax rate decreased. Why? Because he left deductions in. And that's what made his tax rate go negative. So you have to get rid of the tax deductions and have a flat rate. I'm fine even if all business only had to pay 20%. I would be fine with that. And that would be the American tax rate, and then you can maybe charge double. 35, 40% if you're bringing in visa employees, foreign employees. I'm fine with that. Because only the company's making off by doing it. It's not helping the American employers, and it's not helping the other businesses because larger corporations are bringing these cheaper employees in, and they're getting over on the smaller companies. They're getting a lower salary employee, not even U.S. employee. So it's not going back into the U.S. economy. It's going out of the U.S. economy into other countries. So the other side is the employee side. Same type of deal, two-tiered system. This would be, you would be paying, I don't know the rates for it. Just say, for instance, you were paying 20%, or say we don't want the same as the business. So just say it's 25%. Now, any non-worker, U.S. worker would pay more. Why not 40%? Why not? Because you're not really contributing to the U.S. economy. So why not pay more? So this way, not only will the employer pay more for taxes on it, so will the person who's coming in. And that will discourage bringing in foreign workers into the U.S. economy. That's my opinion on how I think we should do it. And I think that will really help the U.S. economy and U.S. labor force. And then I think you'll get into fair wages, where I do believe there are some areas that of the United States that are getting way paid under cost of living wage. I don't think anybody, even if you're just flipping burgers, should be getting paid like $10 an hour in an area like New York or San Francisco or anything like that. I think it's ridiculous. That's slave wages there. And yeah, I do not agree with that. But yeah, what do you guys think about this? I think it's a really good idea to have both a business employee tax system, which both have a two-tiered system. And I just laid out how they would work. Just leave your comments below in the comments section. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. And as always, thank you very much for taking your time to watch this video. Have a wonderful day.